Hi everyone and welcome. This is Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Welcome and happy Sunday to everybody. How are you today? It is 4 o'clock on Sunday, my new Sunday time to do a video. So I'm here to show you something fun. But first, I have a couple of announcements as usual. Make sure that you switch your chat to live chat. It's just a really good habit to get into. Number one, you can see your comments as they're actually happening, and it's a really good habit to get into for bingo. So welcome everybody. Hi Laura and Linda. Hi Michelle. Lisa, Becky, how are you? Hi Debbie. How cute, Debbie. So today I had another fun, relaxing morning, and you know, when you plan a day, and so I'm out in the pool because I worked really late last night, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go relax in the pool. It's 110 here today, and so I decided I'm gonna go relax in the pool and enjoy my day, and then get ready for my video because I worked in here in the morning, and then I went out. And then when I come in, my husband says, oh, I need your help. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta hurry up and get my shower and everything for my video. And he's in there cleaning the pantry. So he's got everything all over the counters and all over the kitchen table. And he's like, okay, what are we keeping and what are we not? And I'm like, this was not in my plan today. So that's what he was doing. I'm thankful he's doing it because I didn't want to, although I needed to. But, you know, so now you know how that goes when they get on that little cleaning thing. You're like, oh boy, here we go. But anyway, thankful he's doing it. But I'm glad I'm here with you guys. So I wanted to show you this beautiful card that I got in the mail. And this is from Rebecca Chapman. It just made my day yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Friday, I think. But look how cute this card is. Oops. It's okay. You got to hold on to the ribbon. I'm noticing. I've been wanting to make one of these cards, and I haven't. It's just so adorable. So I think I'm going to have to do it. So thank you, Rebecca. Now I have a beautiful example to go by. So I will be casing the style for sure. And the hippos are absolutely adorable. I love it. Thank you very, very much. So hi, Carolyn. Hi, Katie Dar. How are you? It's beautiful today, 75. 110 here today, 107 for the rest of the week. Hi, Loanne. How are you? Oh, welcome. I'm glad this is your first time. Welcome, welcome. So there's a couple things I wanted to go over really quickly while we're waiting for people here is I have been super busy with my Christmas online class, and I'm packaging all the kits, so you can probably see a little bit of stuff that, oh, actually that's paper share, sorry, no sneak peeks. Oh, I know, Katie, aren't they adorable? So anyway, I still have like 3 paper shares, 3 or 4, I can't remember, it's on my blog. If you go on and pay, that means you're going to get one. There's only listed however many I have left. So if you're able to pay for it and it says there's one available, that means there is still one available. So I still have 3. I can use these if you don't want them. But if anybody would like one, go over to my website, which is marciebeseckerdesigns.com. And at the top, it'll say shop paper share classes, bingo, that kind of thing, and you can get one there, and I can get that out to you. The other thing, so that is, let me give you a little information here. So, oh goodness, this new thing here, I'm trying to, oh, here we go. Also, my eyes, I've been out in the sun all day, so now I'm like trying to see straight. Hi, Elaine, how are you? Hi, Mary. Hi, Terry. Oh, do not worry, Loanne. Not a problem at all. My name is an odd one with an E on the end. Hardly anybody gets that right. Hi, Yvette. How are you? Hi, Shirley. Yeah, the paper share is a lot of fun. So there's some information. Bingo is Tuesday. Again, I think I have just a couple kits left. So day after tomorrow is bingo night. We are going to have so much fun. I've got 4 great projects for you. And so if you are still interested in that, there is a couple still available. So there's that one. And then we have Christmas Online. And I think the deadline for signing up is over, but I made just a few extras. So there are just a few still available. So if you want any of those, today's the day to sign up, because once this video goes live, I usually get people, and it is live, but I mean, once people start watching it, I usually get people to get those last few. So I just wanted to let you know. Hi, Marie. Welcome from Australia. Ooh, cold. I loved Australia. I went to Sydney and went to the Rock and went shopping. It was fun. Of course, I had to get some Uggs. It was a lot of fun. It was years ago. We want to go again sometime. We have a big list of places we want to go. We just got to get there. And it's 91. Nice, nice. Hot in South Texas. Yeah, my upline, she's in Texas, and it's been really warm there. So, and I'm going in October to Texas. I'm excited. So those are a lot of my announcements going on. I think we should just get ready to go. So I have this really cute treat bag here that we're going to create with and do. It's a lot of fun. We can change it up. You can do all kinds of things with it. I just thought that these little bags were just so cute to just put little candies or something special in there. And you could even put little embellishments or something, you know, like even partial ones. Like I have these partial if they were new. You could, you know, cut a couple different packages and stick them in there. Some little, you know, different embellishments, some ribbon maybe. Just put a few things in there of ribbon. And it's just a really cute little gift. So we're going to show you how to do that. And so what I used was the Peekaboo treat bags that are just so cute. And we're going to open them up. You've got the craft ones here. And then we have the white. So I'm going to pull out a white one. And you get 10 in a bag. All right, and all the supplies are linked, so you'll be able to see all that there. And what we're going to do is I took some DSP, and I bought a lot of this DSP here because I accidentally bought the 21-23 instead of the 22-24. But I love these colors. We'll definitely be using them, so I was fine with that. So what we're going to do is bring in 2 pieces. We have 2 1/4 by 4, and then we have 1 1/4 by 4. And these are going to be the pieces. We're going to leave this flat because that's the best way to do it. I'm going to grab something really quick because I just realized I don't have any treats to put in our bag, so I'm going to have to grab some here. And I bought some to do some treats, so let me just grab a handful here. Because you gotta have a treats in the treat bag, right? And of course I got cherry Tootsie Rolls because, well, I love Tootsie Rolls and cherry ones are fantastic. So let's go with that. All right, so what we did is I'm just gonna take these off now and let's put those on. And I'm just I'm gonna bring in my silicone mat, because you want to make sure you get them to the edges, especially for 3D projects. So I'm just going to go really close to the edge, make sure we're all covered right here. And you could use the polka dots or you could use the plaid. I want to get a little closer to the edge. So I chose plaid this time. And what I did is I'm going to line it right up with this line right here. So you've got your Peekaboo thing right here. And so we're just going to line it right to the bottom there. So let's go right here. And right there. Oops. I might have went a little over too far because now I can see white right here. So let's be really careful and quick to try to pull this off carefully. Okay, so the secret is slowly. Okay, now let's put this right here. And then we're going to go right up the top. That's what I forgot. And then right across here. And you have a little wiggle room and time to kind of move it a little bit. There we go. And get it right where you want it. Okay. If it's not exactly on there, you're not going to worry about it because we are going to add some of our cute little washi tape here. And I have the green, which is so fun. I know in the picture it looks kind of weird, but it actually matches quite nicely. So we're gonna do that. Hi Olivia, how are you? All right, so let's do this and get our next one in. Yeah, when I looked this morning and it said 110, I was like, oh, that is a little too hot. All right. All right, so we're just going to fold all that back. And again, just put it right on the edge. Okay, and you have time to wiggle it, so don't worry about that. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to take this. I have a nice flat cut right there. And if you don't, you can just go over it just a tad. Oh, Michelle, no worries. Okay, so we're going to put that right there and then just pull this straight across. Okay, and now we're going to cut this so that it's nice and straight. And now we'll go down here, same thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's the base of it right there. So nice and cute. Got our design on there, and now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Now, if I were, because this has a punch, okay, so we're going to be using the cherry punch with the Sweetest cherry stamp set. Now, I did think about stamping this on here and putting that design up there. The reason I didn't is because this is where your closure is right here. And it's like that zip close, so it's bumpy right there. I could have taken some paper and then stamped this across the paper. So let's look at the measurement. So this doesn't quite go the full length of our print. And so if we were to do it this way, you know, we'd have to kind of align. If we did it this way, we could leave a border at the top and maybe, or at the bottom, and not do that and just bring it up to the top. But this wasn't on there yet. I wasn't quite sure. You could bring this down below the closure, but I took it all the way to the top here. I got the measurements of this actually from my upline. She had already created some. And so, and I had already thought about doing the cherry candies. And then, so I kind of went with doing the same paper size as she had, which was really perfect, taking it all the way up because I wanted to add a bunch of color on here. So we did that. Now let's get our stamping done. So I brought in Wishing You a and then Sweet Day. I'm just now realizing that I put sweet back. So let me grab that out. And I'll just put that right there. So let's do this first. Wishing You. So the colors I have are Real Red and Parakeet Party. I really wanted the red to just kind of pop. I had it pink first and I really thought, oh, that just kind of blends in, and you see you know, red cherries, not so much pink. So you can use a hairdryer or heat tool to release it slowly if you pressed it down. Yes, Lisa, that's true. And you know, the other thing you can do while we're on that topic of gluing things down and needing to lift it, I use my spatula. You can tell it even still has adhesive on it. I use this a lot. And I just slide it under and just kind of move it down very slowly. My upline Sherry told me that, and it actually works amazing. So you just slide it under and then just slowly go down. Don't get, you know, too quick or too hasty with it. And I've not had anything rip or anything yet. It works perfect. So that's another great way. All right, we're going to use black. I almost wanted to use gingham, like a black and white gingham ribbon or something like that, but I really just like the sparkly washi tape. And I was going to use green paper, but I wanted to use the green sparkly, so that's why I chose the pink. All right, so we're going to do Wishing You. So we'll do that right here. Make sure I get that on there well. I like to leave it just for a bit, make sure it gets a nice crisp stamp. Hi Mary, how are you? All right, and then we're gonna say day. We need a day also with black. So we're gonna go here. All right, woohoo. All right, so we have that done. Now let's take our sweet. So what I was going to say really quickly with this is if I were going to do a lot of these cards, I would definitely take my punch and I would go like this and I would, oops, here we go. And I would punch it out and have it aligned. And then I would put this in my stamp apparatus. I would take my stamps and I would align them all. I would do the green on one and the red on another, or, you know, flip it over, whatever you need to do on the stamp apparatus. But I'm only going to be making one, so I'm not really too worried about that. So we'll just use that paper. Okay, so now we're going to use Sweet. So I'm just going to take this one off. And we'll do Sweet with polymer. Of course, I like to put it down and then just have my block pick it up. And we're going to use the Parakeet Party. Now, there are not dies for these, but they're really quick and easy to cut out. Okay, but I like to kind of just really, now you can tell, where is it? Right here. Yesterday was the first day I used this stamp set. Especially with polymer, you want to stamp it and make sure you get your, you know, really good image. So my first stamp, I didn't get that T right there yesterday. So when I stamped it again, I got kind of a bubbly looking T, like right there. You just kind of want to condition your stamp first, and just by stamping it a couple times, you can tell that you're going to get a really good stamp once you just keep inking it up. And just stamp off first when you're first using it. That way you can get a good ink. And now I've done that multiple times, so we should be good. But I like to kind of move it around. And I'm just going to do it right here. Okay. Oops, I didn't get my T again. All right, let's do this again. I think I'm trying to get too close to the edge right there, and I'm not getting my T, so there we go. There we go, a nice stamp. All right, so there is our Sweet. Let's get that out of the way here. All right, so we have our Sentiment and our Sweet, so let's do our Cherry, and then we'll get everything cut out. Hi, Deb, I'm glad you're here. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Elaine. Oh, look at, I got a piece of plastic or something on here. I've been opening up a lot of paper lately, so that's probably where that came from. All right, so we're gonna get the cherry. And remember, it's like a distinctive stamp, so it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna have that little shading and stuff in there, which is exactly what we want. So what I do when I'm doing one is I do one at a time. So I'm going to get my cherry out of the way and I'm going to punch it because I'm just doing one. I don't need to line everything up and stamp everything at one time. So, okay, so yeah, it does pop out the leaves and everything, but that's okay. Now we're going to do our stem. I'll do that up here. Let's see if we can get it on the edge here. I have to cut that down. No. All right, so I kind of hold it down in so that it holds the paper, but not hard, and just make sure it's kind of where I want it to be. It's kind of centered and looks okay to me. All right, so now there's our cherry and our stem. And see, we can still make all this work with our leaves. All right. And now our leaf. Okay, I'm going to do one over here. And because we're going to do two, and I'm going to do one over here just because I don't want it to cut out in the middle of it. And now we've pretty much used this paper. All right, so just kind of turn this the angle you want. If it's not enough, you can cut some paper off and make it to where you can reach it where you want it to cut. And again, I think that is and one of the things you want to do is you're going to notice like, oh, it looks like it's fine, and then you get a lot of paper on one side or the other, a lot of white, and it's because there's a shadow. So when you're looking at it like this and you're like, oh yeah, that looks good, there's going to be a shadow, and that's going to cause you to think it's straight, and then when you look at it like that, you're going to be like, oh, there's a lot of white over there. So that's just kind of how that works. So I like to put it in there and then just kind of make sure. And of course, it doesn't have to be exact. All right. Yay, our cherry is done. So now I put the cherry together, and I used glue because this is a 3D item. I just like to make sure everything is on there really well. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue right here on the back of the stem. Oh, too much. Okay. And let's put that together. And we're just going to put it right there. I know a lot of people think that the stem should go in the back, but it doesn't. It just goes right there in the front. And then our leaves, I want it to do two. So what I did is I'm going to do one that's going to go in the back because you're not going to tell. Okay, and then kind of slant it downward. I don't have it glued yet. In this one, I'm going to have it come upward like that. But I'm going to put a little dimensional in there to hold those. So we're just going to get some little ones here. And we're going to put it right here. And then one right here, because we're going to go right to the very top. Okay, now this isn't glued yet. We're going to glue it right now. Now that we know exactly where we're going to put it, let's put some glue right here, just a little bit. Because you're going to glue it down on the package anyway. But we just kind of want it to be right about there. All right, and then we're just going to offset our leaf just a little bit. There, just to add a little bit of character and have another one. So right here is the only spot holding that right now is that glue. So just kind of make sure that you push that down, but we're going to glue it onto your package, so don't worry about that. So let's set our cherry aside for right now. Hi Tashana, how are you? Hi Deb. All right, now let's bring this back in, and we're gonna take the one I boo-booed off. And let's start with sweet. Now remember, you want to move your paper, not your scissors, and it doesn't have to be all the way in. It doesn't have to be, you know, super close or anything. And I'm just gonna go in and out, and then we can come back and kind of trim it up. Okay, so don't, and I want this one to go a little closer. You don't want a whole bunch of white, but there we go. And then just kind of come in. The thing is you want it to look smooth, so make sure when you go back, you're looking at your pieces and realizing that you need to smooth out some of these edges that might have not cut exactly how you want. Okay, I'm going to cut that off because now it's in my way. All right, I started there. I find that if you're doing one long smooth cut, it ends up being a lot smoother looking when you're cutting. So that's why you're trying to turn your paper as you go. And then here I did some little rough, sharp edges. I'm going to curl them, curve them just a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so there's our sweet. Thanks, Star. All right, so we have day. Make sure you turn that over. You're going to think it's a scrap. All right, and we're going to just come right around here. Now, with little words like this, I like to just kind of wiggle my paper, just like you going right along. So like the N, you're going to go up a little ways. The W, you're going to do two little humps. So just kind of go up in between the words, come back down. Okay, so again, you're going to go the O, the U, the tail, come up a little bit, not a whole lot. Come back around the A. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. All right, so now you're around the A, you go around the tail. So I don't go super close. I just try to make it as rounded as I can. Okay, and then there's the A. Now you're going to come back down, but not a lot because you've already come back down right there, and you don't want to, you've come up and you don't want to cut that off. And now you're just going to kind of curve a little. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just kind of gives that illusion that it's, you know, following the letters. If it was just straight, it just wouldn't be as much fun looking, and it look like you really put a lot into your cutting. Okay, and then go around, and then now you're going to go over your eye, And then again, just a little wiggle above the W, doesn't have to be exact. And then round. Okay, so see, it doesn't have to be exact, but just by putting those little curves in there makes it look a little more like you've, you know, tried to make that go exactly around it, because no one's going to sit there and dissect it. All right, same with the day. And fussy cutting, sometimes I know a lot of people don't like to fussy cut. I don't mind it. Of course, I wouldn't want to do it on a whole bunch of projects at one time, but I think it just adds so much to your project instead of, you know, sometimes there's certain times where you want to just put it inside a sentiment and a label, inside a square, circle, or rectangle, whatever you choose. But sometimes, like on this, there's not a lot of space, so you want to kind of, you know, make it your own and do what you want with it. All right, so our cherry should be pretty good. See, there's no dimensional showing on the back, so we're going to set that down. And now we're just going to glue everything together. And sometimes it's hard to find the exact candy or whatever you're looking for. So like I really wanted something cherry, but I wanted something individually wrapped also. I'm going to push this down a little bit because I want it to kind of be close down here. So I want the G and the Y are going to go onto the washi tape, and that's fine because we're using multi-purpose glue. All right, so for this sweet, I did not use multi-purpose glue. We'll do that in a minute. Let's do our day while we're right here and get this on. Again, I wanted it really close, so just a little bit. You know what? That's right. I could have cleaned that up a little bit by the D, but that's okay. Has a lot of white right there, a little more than what I normally would do, but that's okay. All right, a little bit of glue. So now, before, I'm not going to squish that down too hard because I put a little bit too much glue. I'm going to let it dry a little bit first. Now you're going to bring in your glue dots because this is really going to stick on your adhesive here, on your acetate that they have there. So you don't care what it looks like from the inside, right? You just want to make sure it sticks. So we're just going to put some glue dots, and I'm going to go all the way across the top and then back across the bottom. Okay, so right between the E's on the T. But be careful when you're pulling it off. Bottom of the T, bottom of the E, and the W, and the S. And we already have one right there. Oops, okay, so I feel like we should put one right at the top of the W, just so it doesn't catch. So I feel like it's pretty good across the top and bottom, and it'll be fine. All right, so now I'm just gonna, I wanna see the candies, so we're just gonna kind of put this right about there. So we want that there. We also want to make sure we have plenty of room for our cherry. And we're going to do that. Oh, you know what? We didn't do that. Sorry. I don't know what made me grab my glue. It's like the first habit to do. We also did this with glue dots. So I'm going to, but I was a little more careful with these because they're not, this is just stuck on a little bit with some glue. I just want to make sure that everything stays. And then we've got this little stem to worry about. Okay, so just put them on there. This one I'm going to roll because it kind of came off funny anyway. And we're going to put this one right here. All right. So it's really a quick and easy project, especially once you figure out your plan, what you want to put in there. And I really like this cute little one to have a sweet day. All right, so there we go. We're just going to add this. I wanted to lean it in a little bit because I want to make sure my edge is on. And I don't mind that it's on the S a little bit. Can twist it up a little. And then we'll put our little sentiment. Okay, so there we go. It is done. So let's put our treats in. Now be careful because it is waxy on the inside. It's food safe. You can add your different treats, but if you're having people over, I mean, these would be so cute for Valentine's Day to put little candies in. They're gusseted like at the bottom, so we can put our candies in. These are cherry Tootsie Rolls. So sometimes if you're looking for specific flavors, I think last year I did something with the peach, and I did those little peach sugar ring things and little candies. And you can put more, like I put just enough here to cover this so you can see it, but this one I'm just going to add quite a bit more because I'm going to give this one to my granddaughter. And she's coming in a couple weeks, so I'm going to fill this one up for her. So see how full this looks. You can still seal it closed. So cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this one up and add some more. Add a couple more. So there we go. Super simple, cute little treat bag. So you can choose your, I've been dying to use the cherry. I haven't used it. I've been kind of working on my Christmas classes and stuff, but this is just a super cute idea to have and put something in there. And of course, it doesn't have to be wrapped because it is food safe. So anyway, I didn't think it needed any embellishments with sequins or rhinestones or any kind of gems or anything because we'd used the washi tape. I thought that was sparkly enough to add on there. You could add Wink of Stella to your cherry if you wanted or something like that. I really think you could even stamp, you know, something on there. You could stamp on the bottom if you wanted, you know, use some different colors, change it up. But these are really cute to add any stamp, any kind of fruit on there. The apple, we have the apple set. You could even just cut one of those apples and put it on here. And maybe put some apple Jolly Ranchers or something in it. It would be really fun. Ooh, cherry Jolly Ranchers would be fun too. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you liked it. Rainier cherries. You know what I thought of, Lisa, is Bing cherries. I was thinking of putting Bing, and then I thought they wouldn't make it because I would eat them. So I love Bing cherries. So I was like, I was afraid there's not a whole lot of space width-wise. I mean, I would be afraid to put chocolate or something and they'd get squished, and you know, I'd kind of be concerned about that. But I think wrapped candies or even loose candies would be really cute. I think Halloween, you could put Reese's Pieces, like if it was for a friend or something. You could do Reese's Pieces because it's got all like the Halloween colors, and then dress it up with a pumpkin or something. That'd be really cute. Exactly, Lisa. I think that would be super cute to do for a Halloween treat bag. So anyway, there you have it. I think it's a really fun little thing. So I have one for my grandson and one for my granddaughter. I probably should have done today's in green, but that's okay. He won't care. He's 3. He will eat the candy just fine. So anyway, yay. I hope you guys liked it. These bags, again, are so cute. There's 10 in a package. And look at the craft ones. I could see Reese's Pieces in that and do a little pumpkin on it. Make it a fall theme would be really cute. So I'm excited to use more of these, which I will be doing for a project I already have planned. So that is it. Again, if you guys want into the paper share, I still have a couple, I think 3 or 4 sets still left. It's on my blog. So don't worry if you go over there and you pay for it, that means you got it, because there's only a limited quantity left. And so if it's there, you will get it. July Bingo is this coming Tuesday. If you would like to get into that, I think I've got maybe 3 sets left. And then Christmas online is the 30th. I'm hoping to mail your kits out this Friday. And again, I think there might be 3 or 4 left of that also. So if you go over to my blog, marciebeseckerdesigns.com, you go to the top where it says shop, and then it says paper share classes, bingo, that kind of PDFs, that kind of thing there, that'll be there. So a lot of people are asking from out of the country if they are able to purchase my Christmas online video and PDFs, and I will be posting that. So yes, the PDFs will be available with the video for sale. So as soon as I get everything done, it's pretty much done. I want to proof it and kind of make a couple tiny changes, and once that's all up and ready, I will get that posted for you. So hang in there, I appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked it. Thanks a lot. All right, everybody, you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you Tuesday. I will not be on Wednesday because I will be live Tuesday for bingo. So we'll see you Tuesday night. Have a great rest of your week.